This one's gonna be your life as an every. This one's gonna be your life as every Mexican. Your life as every Mexican cartel rank.
The lookout. Plaza Boss needs eyes everywhere. That's you. You're 15, sitting on a plastic chair outside a convenience store in Culiacan. You have a phone, a Coke, and one job. Watch the road. If you see military trucks, you text a bird. If you see black SUVs with tinted windows, you text a snake. That means rival cartel. You're paid $100 a week. Cash. Ooh. No questions.
Bro, I can see why people would fall into that. I mean, you're 15, you got nothing else to do. You're gonna sit there, drink your Coke anyway. You're gonna pay me $100 just to text you a freaking bird whenever whenever a car drives by? Hell yeah, I'm doing that. I can see how people fall into that.
The other guys don't talk to you. You're furniture. But you're learning. You see how the system works. The police drive by twice a day. They wave. They're on payroll. The real threat is the Marines. They can't be bought. One day, a convoy rolls through. You freeze. You forgot to send the warning. 30 seconds later, your phone explodes with messages. Where were you? You asleep? A man appears next to you.
Oh, you're screwed, dude. I didn't even think of the downsides because I'm pretending I'm 15. Bro. Yeah, no, wow. That would suck ass, bro.
Doesn't yell. He just looks at you. Next time, we bury you in the desert. You don't forget again. Level 2. The transporter.
Yeah, and then you have no option but to move up. Because what do? Run away? You're already in it. You're already deep. And you're 15. You're done. You're done. What do you go tell mom?
You're 18. A man approaches you at a gas station. You know how to drive? Of course you do. Good. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. Warehouse on the south side. You show up. There's a white semi-truck.
Why?
The cargo area is loaded with watermelons. Hundreds of them. Underneath the watermelons, welded into the floor, are 500 kilograms of methamphetamine. Your route? Sinaloa to Tijuana. 8 hours. If you get stopped, you go into prison for 20 years. If you make it, you get 3,000. You drive. Every time you see headlights in the mirror, your stomach drops. But you make it. You park at a warehouse. Men unload the truck. One of them hands you an envelope. You've never held this much money in your life.
Oh, that's so crazy. It doesn't even have to be something like bad crime, you know? Kind of just, do you know how to see cars and text me? Or do you know how to drive a car? Okay. Bro.
Life. You do it again next week. And the week after. You're making more in a month than your father made in a year before the cartel killed him for refusing to sell his land. Your work becomes routine. You stop being scared. That's when people get sloppy. That's when they get caught. Your cousin gets arrested at a checkpoint. He's 15 years in Altiplanto. Your cartel doesn't send lawyers. They just find a new driver. Level 3. The collector. You've been driving for 2 years. No arrests. No accidents. You've proven you're reliable. Now they give you a gun and a list.
2 years, you'd feel invincible. You really would. Like, you really think, oh, there ain't nobody catching me. I've been doing it 2 years, bro.
Of addresses. You're a collector. Business owners in the plaza pay a monthly tax. It's not optional. A taco stand pays $500. A pharmacy pays $2,000. A nightclub pays $10,000. You go door to door. You collect the envelopes. Most people pay without issue. They know the rules. But there's always someone who thinks they're smart. A restaurant owner tells you he can't pay this month. Business is slow. You nod. You leave. You come back that night with 2 other guys. You smash every window. You break every table. You beat the—
Bro, I've seen that in like movies and stuff. Like, I feel like that's a real thing. I feel like that really happens.
The owner unconscious in his own kitchen. The next month, he pays double. You're making $1,500 a week. You buy a used BMW. You buy your mom a new house. She doesn't ask where the money comes from.
All right, $1,500 a week? You're not buying nobody a house at $1,500 a week. I mean, what time period is this?
She just cries and hugs you. But you're also now a target. Rival cartels want your territory.
Are you 50 or older? You already know the importance of shingles protection. Did you know pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination is recommended too? Why? If you're 50 or older, you're at over 6 times greater risk of getting—
The government wants to make examples. Every time you collect, you're exposed. Level 4. The cell leader. You're 25. You run a cell. 10 men. Your job is simple. Move product and protect territory. The cartels—
How do I get from the level before this to this level though? Because I'm just, I'm just driving in the step before. I'm just driving constantly until I just like disappear. You know, like how do I move up? Like how do I get to the next level? I understand that this is the next level, but how do I get there?
Supplies you with 100 kilos of cocaine every month. You break it down, you sell it to distributors, you send the money up the chain. You keep 10%. That's $50,000 to $100,000 a month in your pocket.
Wait, what are we doing? Hold on. I was ranting.
You're 25. You run a cell. 10 men. Your job is simple. Move product and protect territory. The cartel supplies you with 100 kilos of cocaine every month. You break it down, you sell it to distributors, you send the money up the chain. You keep 10%. That's $50,000 to $100,000 a month in your pocket.
Okay, so you got to get into kind of like the selling game. So, okay. So we go from trafficking the stuff to what was the level before this? Oh, right, protecting of the businesses and stuff. So basically like getting into the territory side of it. So that would be the biggest jump, is getting out of driving, being the mule. You don't want to do that. And for 2 years, bro, that seems like a bad move. Like if I know the game plan, the timeline here, I wouldn't even get into it. I wouldn't even want to do it. Like there's no goal.
You're also responsible for security. If CJNJ decides to try to move into your plaza, you respond with violence. You don't wait for orders. You handle it. A rival crew kills one of your lookouts, you find where they operate. You send 6 guys with AK-47s. They walk into a bar and open fire, then 12 people die. 5 of them were civilians. It makes the news. The government promises justice, but the governor is on payroll. Nothing happens. You're living well. You have a house with a pool. You have a girlfriend who thinks you own a construction company. You have respect. But you're also managing chaos. Your men are young and stupid. They get high on their own supply. They start fights. They attract attention.
Yeah, I feel like no amount of money would be worth this, because now you have people below you that are stupid. You know they're stupid because they're doing, you know, menial jobs that you're above, right? So there's a chance they could be stupid. At some point, they're going to mess up that timeline thing, you know? So I feel like that's just too risky. I mean, now you're making a whole lot of money, but the danger.
You have to discipline them. Sometimes that means a beating. Sometimes that just means a bullet. And the pressure from above is constant. The regional boss wants more money. Always more. If you don't deliver, you're replaced. And replacement is permanent. Level 5. The regional operator. You control a city.
Bro, at this point, just get a job. It's the same thing. You just get a job and you ask for a promotion until they give it to you. And then you don't get fired. That's how you do a job. It's the same thing, and there's no risk of dying or them coming for your family.
Now, maybe it's Reynosa or Nuevo Laredo. You have 5 cell leaders reporting to you. You manage the supply, the distribution, and the violence. Your meetings are in a safe house that change every week. You arrive in armored SUVs, you have bodyguards, you carry a gold-plated pistol you've never actually fired. Your job is to think strategically. The plaza boss wants to expand into a neighborhood state. You plan the operation, you identify the weak points in the rival cartel's territory, you bribe local police to stand down, you coordinate the assault. 30 of your men roll into the town at 3 a.m. They kill the rival cell leader and his crew. They hang bodies from a bridge with the message, "This plaza belongs to Sinaloa."
Yeah, bro, because once you're up here, I mean, you got little grunts to do the work for you. They're not gonna do the work you need them to do. Like, this is just, there's no end game. And the guy at the top, sure, but you got to be on top all the time.
You also manage the money.
It's a losing
Millions
game.
of dollars flow through your hands every month. You can't deposit in the bank. You launder it. You buy restaurants, car washes, construction companies, legitimate businesses that hide illegal profits. You're making $200,000 a month. You have properties in 3 states. You have a wife and kids who live separately from your work life. You tell them you're an import/export guy. They don't ask questions, but the walls are closing in. The DEA has your phone tapped. You know this because your lawyer told you, so you communicate through messengers. You meet in person, you speak in code. You're also fighting a 2-front war. The government wants you arrested, rival cartels want you dead, and ambitious men in your own organization want your position.
Bro, imagine all the while having like any other problems at all, like, you know, health problems or something. I mean, at this point, I feel like it doesn't even matter if you're not at the top.
Execute 2 of your men based off suspicion. Your own children don't even recognize you. You meet with the leaders of other cartels. You divide Mexico not like a business deal. You get Sinaloa and Sonora. They get Tamaulipas and Veracruz.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, it's just all theoretical, right? We wouldn't even know what it would be like. And it never ends. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that was beautifully put. Perfect. A little long for my taste, but I think it got what it needed to get across when it did. But no, I mean, that was pretty good. I don't know if that was AI or not. I don't think so. The long-awaited second upload. Let me know what you guys think. Second upload, brother. That was a few days ago. Pretty nice shot, dude. 4 videos, 22K subs. Good job, dude. Next one,
When you were a
it's going to be the Weird World of Kids Bop.